It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
And coming up, we'll see Justin Jefferson. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week.
It's the Vikings and the Panthers, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Hi there, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. You picked a fun one to tune into. I'm Kate Scott. Teed up, Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And off we go from Bank of America Stadium. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. And now comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the first player picked in the 2023 NFL Draft from Alabama. It's Bryce Young.
Last week was the ideal showing for him and really allowed his offense to feed off of him. He elevated everybody around him. Just got to look at his stat line to see how well he was throwing the ball. 300-plus yard game, several touchdowns, tremendous efficiency.
First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. From the 32. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Receiver in motion, going left. Young to throw here on 3rd. Hubbard hauls it in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Carolina in punt formation. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. So we'll see the Vikings offense now for the first time. And they're brought out by the 10th pick of the 2024 draft, a national champion at Michigan, J.J. McCarthy.
Hey, it's very easy for me to use all these psychological cliches, Kate, right? Gotta flush. You gotta play one play at a time. You gotta flush last week's 5-interception performance, but the reality is you gotta be in the moment. You can't even be thinking about last week. You gotta think about every play, guard that ball with everything you got, and most importantly, help the team find a W.
Look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. Come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, McCarthy. His first throw is an interception. Say this was not his intention, letting that pass go.
No, a lot of game left, though, and that's a positive. And you know what? He's going to have a chance to totally redeem himself after that one.
Jason Sanders to try the extra point. Right down the middle. Let's go. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. On the return, here's Jones. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Minnesota all set to go for its 2nd drive. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick six. Need short memories here as they head back out. Trying again after the pick, McCarthy. And after the pick six, it's another interception. Trevor Lawrence has it.
That's now two, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be perfect. But you've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got two in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
The Carolina offense out and ready to go for their second drive. And they're set up well inside of enemy territory. They've got a short field after that pick. Here's Young on 1st and 10. Gets this to Sanders. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. So now here's 3rd and 5. Receiver in motion, headed right. Out of the gun, Young. Complete beyond the marker. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Finds Sanders. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Stick into the air, it's Young. Has it down close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Hubbard trying this up the gut. And he's in for the touchdown. The Panthers pull out in front for their 13-zip. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Sanders all set to send it away. Hubbard with a return here. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Vikings and their QB J.J. McCarthy returning to the field on offense. And they're still looking for their first signs of life on offense. Haven't even been able to get a first down off this defense just yet. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball up. You stayed in the spot where you could disrupt the throw before the target could play on.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. From the shotgun, McCarthy will get this to Jefferson. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. That's caught. Devon Achane. Right into enemy territory. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. First and 10. Here's McCarthy. Connects on one to Jameson Williams. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's first and 10. Back to the air, McCarthy. The throw is caught. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a first and goal.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Motioning the tight end now. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings lower the deficit to a single possession. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out. And it was what you talk about, Brock, that courage that kept the chance for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw. But, hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Vikings 7.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's a return from the 7. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Carolina offense headed out now. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Now after the incomplete pass, we've got someone shaken up and in need of some medical attention. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Let's go now.
Young working from the gun. Looking. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Vikings send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. And they've gone to him as a receiver to complement his presence in the backfield, Brock, to some good early results. So good field position to start with for the Vikings this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw, McCarthy. He's got the hook up to Ingram. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Now it's McCarthy. And his pass is going to fall incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered clean on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Throwing from the gun. Throw complete to Williams. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, first down.
This defense did the best they could to track him as he ran all the way across the field, but eventually, you're just going to lose him. And that's when a completion was made and turned it into a significant gain.
Achane reels it in. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
From the 16. Oh, brother, it's another interception. There he goes on the right side. Hits the 20. And he's going to go. It's a big six. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers. And he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers double their lead to 14. Chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. On the return, here's Jones. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. Drive started. First and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. Big gain downfield. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards. So the big play moves him well past midfield, has him set up now at the 35. Here's McCarthy, first and 10. And this throw is knocked away, incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that'll bring up second down.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you've got to react as it begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Second and 10, McCarthy. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas, Clark, and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. Trying to work quickly now. From the shotgun. McCarthy. The back grabs it. Touchdown, Minnesota. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. The Panthers and Jonathan Brooks ready to begin another drive. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. They put a receiver in motion here left. Here's Young on 1st and 10. Completes it to his running back. Here's Jonathan Brooks. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play. From the pistol, it's Young. Escapes the pocket. He's on the move. He slides down with enough to pick up that first. They got 24 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Carolina first. They will not get another play off. We're at the end of one. We're ready to go with the second quarter. It's Panthers football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Out of the gun, Young. Completed to Collins. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. With a 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
He's not called at the spot. We'll keep paying for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
The first carry now for Jonathan Brooks. And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down. Shotgun snap out of Young. Here's pressure, and he's dropped by the Vikings. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with the sack.
It's out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
On 3rd down, it's Young. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested captures, and he couldn't. That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is if the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
On the return, here's Jones. This return makes it up to the 25. The Vikings taking the field on offense. And they're going to try to take the lead back to one possession here after that last score pushed it up to 24-14. That's Jeff Jefferson, he's got it. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 29. Complete. It's Ingram. And he'll get it up to the 44. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. This is hauled in by Ingram. He gets it forward and still got a yard out of that. Sidney Brown in on that stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to give him the ball.
He's still going at the 30. Now here he goes, down the right sideline. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings reduce the lead to just 4. Record there to tack on the extra point. And the Vikings cut it to a field goal game.
Vikings 21.
Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. He fields it from the 8. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. Carolina about set to go once again offensively. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. They send a receiver in motion right. To the air on 1st down. Young. Finding Davis. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. An explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. On 1st down, here comes Brooks. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
A great play defensively. They forced the loss despite the penalty, and they just went ahead and declined it. Offense to the line for 2nd down. They'll run here following the penalty. He didn't get anything on that run, so struggles on the ground, leaving them with 3rd and long.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got him tackled behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Getting out to his left. He's running for it. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Hands off here for Brooks. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
This dude was just not going to be stopped, not by the first defender, heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Young looking to throw. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Sanders connects on the point after. And the Panthers make it a 10-point ball game. Sanders all set to send it away. Hubbard with a return here. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Vikings take... And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Not enough on this throw. He hits the turf instead of his man. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along the routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Motion man is the tight end here, going left. McCarthy trying again on 2nd down. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage is waiting for him. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. He's got a man left. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
I gotta be honest, it hurts a little extra when it comes on 3rd down, but it really doesn't matter what down it is. A completed pass is stopped at the line of scrimmage. Offensively, that's a failure. Defensively, that's a success.
Coming deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Panthers pick this one up. And Carolina makes the house call. Touchdown. The Panthers grow their lead off the turnover. Really smart play from him there, Brock. Not just to fall on the football, but to take it in for the score.
Yeah, a word we don't normally use with the lineman, quickness, right? Usually the corner skill guys, but he was quick, man. He downshifted in a hurry for 6.
Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Panthers take a 3-possession lead. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored. And with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. On the return, here's Jones. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get, it's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
He's got the hook up to Ingram. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
They're set up at the 35 now. Tight end going in motion here. Throwing on 1st, it's McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
On play action now, McCarthy. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. An extra corner into the game for the Panthers. 3rd down. The Vikings call a timeout. expect it'll be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw, McCarthy. Diving right side, got it! And he has stayed productive throughout this game. He's up to the 300-yard mark after that last completion. Really has been a solid showing for him finding his targets. New set of downs for him from the 46. Chan, a first down carry. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line, thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. This is Ingram working the left side. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good chunk, and there was merely room to add even more.
Going on 3rd, McCarthy. That's caught for the first. And he's taken down at the 30. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Running back sent in motion. 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it sets up 2nd down. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
They send the tight end in motion. Back to the air, McCarthy. Into the hands of Jefferson, complete. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. And with a half of football left to play, we can see already how close he is to that 100-yard mark in this game. Gotta think that he stands a good chance of reaching it with plenty of time left to go. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And he finds him in the end zone for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings chop some of the lead off before the half. Reichert on for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Has this at the 6. He lost the football, and they steal it back on the return. And we just don't see kick returns nearly as often as we used to, Brock, which makes impact plays on them like that so much rarer.
Yeah, that is so well said. Kind of reminds me of my son's baseball coach, right at a young age.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Sidney Brown makes the play. And the Panthers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long, but throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
On 2nd and 10, Yard. Finding Collins. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Young. He's going to lob one deep down the left sideline.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Takes it in at the 21. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. The visitors are being led. They've got 1st down from the 31. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. From the shotgun, McCarthy taking a shot deep down the field. It goes. Brought in inside the 20. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings make it a one-score game before halftime. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Panthers headed out on offense again just before halftime. Holding just a field goal lead. Probably going to see them play it close to the vest in the time we've got remaining. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. New set of downs for him at the 38. Young on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Now 2nd and 19 at the 28-yard line.
So we reached halftime in Charlotte. The hometown fans feeling good. Their Panthers have the lead. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to Orlando. Turn things over to our buddy Jonathan Coachman in the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. Next, we head down to Houston to check on the Texans at home at...
We'll catch up with the rest of the league later on. We're right through halftime and on to the start of the third quarter. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The visitors ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And the type of game that he has been putting. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Trying it left side with Akers. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Complete. It's Ingram. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And, hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
Play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense.
Delay of game.
Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap.
Still 3rd down.
Following the flag, it's 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, McCarthy hits his running back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
That's incomplete on 4th down. And they'll turn over possession.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Shotgun snap now to Young. Completed to Collins. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Brought to the ground by Cameron Bynum. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Ooh, this is going to be a false start on the offense here.
False start. Offense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Running it after the penalty. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd down run with Brooks. And he's brought down for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a fourth down.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal. Made his first one. This is a little over 40. Aubrey puts it through. And that'll double their lead to 6.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Sanders all set to send it away. On the return, here's Jones. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. That's Jefferson, he's got it. And now bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. That was Jordan Fuller getting there for the tackle.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out.
Delay of game. Offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still 2nd down.
All right, here we go, 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. He lofts it deep left. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. And this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he can take the lid off the defense at any time.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 30 yards on that one. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down. Throwing it again here. And a little play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away. That makes it 2nd down.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception and just force an incomplete pass. As soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Completed to his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
2nd and 10, McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. That pushes him back. Third down coming up.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard. When you get into passing, known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this third down a near impossibility.
Let's see what they went with on third down. They kick the running back in motion. Third and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings put 6 on their side as they reach the end zone. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer? Nobody.
That one right down the middle. And they'll take the lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers returning their offense and this running back to the field. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Carried by Brooks to start the drive. His charge towards the line, it's right around 3 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Running back sent in motion. From the 33 on 2nd down. And that is a big hit right after that catch, so the play limited to maybe just a couple yards.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these third downs.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And last drive, offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly when he's able to get out of it. The defense, it feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Here's 2nd and 2. Throw complete to Williams. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out. Well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play. Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
That's low and bounces short of his man.
Yeah, I know nobody's perfect. All you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
He'll get this to Jefferson. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that 3rd down in particular. We can get it closer to the sticks. We have a chance to move those chains.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. He's back to throw. This is hauled in by Ingram. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best. And you get to see how you handle the most pressure. And it turns out they handled it pretty darn well. And now they'll keep pushing.
Ball on the 45. 1st and 10. A-chain on the inside give. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 47. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. That's a pickup of 9. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Toss play left, A-chain. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. He's got the hook up to Ingram. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Vikings ball, working to carry this lead through to the end. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Now McCarthy. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. To this defense, you snap and clear. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home outside.
Finds him over the middle. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. And the Panthers into the nickel set. 3rd down coming. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Into traffic, complete. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. Putting the tight end in motion. McCarthy throwing on 4th down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
Trying to run it in, Achane. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal. Right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. They motion the tight end over. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Carrying the goal line. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. As he naps another touchdown, Brock. I got to ask you, the former QB, is this a point where all the other guys who haven't scored or only have 1 touchdown today are coming over you and saying, bro, why aren't you looking for me? Throw me the football.
They may be saying it, but it's a little more of a look, Kate. Like, really? I mean, can I eat too? Do I get an opportunity to sit at the table? But when you got the rapport these two have right now and the confidence and the timing, boy, you look him up every chance you get.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 9. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The Panthers get going again once more on offense. They have a chance to tie this game back up, but they got to get this to the end zone first on a touchdown, and then again on a 2-point try. Here's Young on 1st and 10. An alert play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage of this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
On 2nd and 10, Young. Short pass brought in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down. Davis motioning left. Young on 1st and 10. Now he's past the 25. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
Catch is made in close. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Sticking to the air, it's Young. Oh, that's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be 2nd down.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch.
It's intercepted in the end zone. And the Vikings get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick. So that's a modest little drag route. But if you ever just need a safe, short gain on throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Second down now, 7 to go. Throwing from near his own goal line. Looking over the middle, finds Ingram. Still going through the 25. And they finally tackle him after a huge gain.
Kate, that play so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
And he won't win the race to the outside. That one's bottled up at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay.
Delay of game.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Still second down.
So things getting a bit tougher following that penalty. We've got 2nd and 15. Here's a chain up the middle. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice. It doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. They did it! He made the interception! Sidney Brown makes the play. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought that defenders are offensive guys in bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Running once more with Brooks. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Let's go now.
Out of the gun, Young. Davis there to grab it. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. So this one carries all the way to the sideline and out. No chance of... They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now we give to Akers, running left. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. They go to Akers again. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Going to the ground again on first. And there's a sign of life from the ground game. He's forward with a nice pickup. It's a gain of 8, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. Vikings leading by 8. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Once again, it's Akers. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time. 1:55 to go. It's Akers on the carry. And they beat him to the edge. That run stops back at the line. And right away, we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Looking for Justin Jefferson on that throw. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Looking to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. As he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Minnesota lined up in punt formation. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. So no return on that punt. And it's going to be Panthers football. Here comes their offense out again. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Collins there to grab it. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line. Cuffs, this is Xavier Leggett. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He's got it over the middle. And they bring him down around the 34. Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Now the Panthers decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. Time not on their side here as they get set for 1st down. No timeouts remaining either. Back to throw. And they got there in time. He's taken down. They've got to keep moving quick here. He'll look to throw it. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. One final shot here. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. So the Vikings pick up the win on the road. And there was no